So sitting behind me is the Dangbei Mars Pro. This is a 4K laser projector. So yes, you're getting 3840 by 2160 resolution with this thing, and it supports up to 4K at 60 hertz. And also, if you switch it down to 1080p, you can run that up to 120 hertz. But jumping right into just the picture quality, things look very natural and very good on this. Whether I'm watching Netflix, watching YouTube videos, or just other movies, everything just looks very pleasing. Nothing looks overly done. And even when you go into the settings of the projector, you have different picture profiles you can choose from. One for movie, standard, and also game and stuff, and even a custom one where you can adjust the sliders to get it exactly how you want it. But a couple of things I like about this is, one, they actually show you a moving video. So when you are making the changes, you can see how they will affect, video in real time. And two, nothing is overly done. Nothing is like overly saturated no matter which mode you choose. So that's something that's definitely welcome. Sometimes projectors go overboard with a couple of the settings, but with this, everything seemed very pleasing. You do see a little bit of a change, whether it's cooler or warmer, but overall, I was very happy with the image that I got from this projector. And this has some brightness too, so it gets between 1800 and 3200 lumens. So I find that when I am using this at night, I can keep a couple of lights on in my place and still find the image to be pretty good. Now, when it is daytime, you can have a couple of blinds open depending on where they are in relation to your projector screen or your wall that you're projecting on. But I would definitely recommend still always taking that little extra effort, get out the couch and close a couple of those blinds, even though you have a decent amount of brightness with this. And the good thing about this using a laser light source is that this is rated to last you around 30,000 hours. So you can use this projector for multiple hours for many, many years before you need to even think about, getting it replaced or anything as far as like the brightness. You might want new features with another model, but yeah, the brightness and the lifespan is definitely good. And this also does support MEMC, and this is going to be that motion enhancement. So if you are watching fast moving videos and stuff, it will actually throw in a couple of extra frames in there to be able to help smooth out that image. Some people like this, some people don't, but you have that option. And also this does support 3D movies. All right, so let's talk about the design real quick. So this is a compact box, I would say. So it weighs around 12 pounds, but it does have some feet on the bottom of it that you can twist to be able to adjust the alignment of the projector. So if you want to angle it up a little bit, you can use those feet to do that. And it also does have a tripod mount at the bottom, so you can mount this on a tripod or anything else that you want to do to be able to place this around. And as far as ports on the back of this projector, you will find two USB Type A ports, and then also you will find two HDMI ports. One of them is going to be supporting HDMI 2.1 and also eARC. And this also has a 3.5 millimeter audio port and also a LAN port, so you can connect this to your networking setup. And then on the left and the right hand sides of this Mars Pro, you will find 10-watt speakers. And so these do support Dolby Audio and also DTS HD. And these speakers are pretty good, especially if you are just using this and moving it somewhere and you don't have your soundbar with you. Maybe you want to put this in a classroom or something. It can definitely fill up the room kind of, but in your living room setup, I will always recommend a soundbar with a projector, and this is no exception. And of course, this projector does come with a remote control, and I do like the fact that you do have a button on the right hand side, and that can be used for autofocus. All right, so now let's talk about using this thing. So first, with the software that comes pre-installed, so this is called their Dangbei Smart OS, and this is a pretty clean OS. You do have a bunch of apps on there already. You have your settings app. Also, you have this app to be able to kind of clean up the projector, as far as like, clearing up the RAM and stuff like that if you want to do it. Very slick interface, but I don't find myself doing it that often. But also, you have some pretty nice wallpapers to choose from, and these wallpapers do help show off the color accuracy and just the color reproduction that this projector does have. So I like going through those. And there's also an app so you can be able to cast to this projector if you wanted to. But one good thing about this projector is that when you are buying it on their website, they are providing you this little Android TV box that goes along with it for free. And so, of course, this is going to give you Android TV, which is better than the standard OS on this projector as far as consuming entertainment, because you have access to thousands of apps in the App Store. You have YouTube TV, you got Netflix, you got all these other apps. So whether you use that or hook up your Apple TV or something to it, that's definitely going to be the way to go with this. But again, just getting back to the pre-installed OS on this thing, you have plenty of options in the software to be able to adjust the audio settings, the picture settings, and all these different things, whether you're going to mount this projector on the ceiling or behind the screen or whatever. You have a bunch of options. And this does have Bluetooth 5.0 built inside of it, so you can pair this with a Bluetooth speaker or a game controller. And speaking of gaming, this does have a game mode, which will allow you to game in 4K up to 60 hertz. And as far as latency, this is coming in around 20 milliseconds. So when I did fire up a game game like the finals, I did feel that latency, and you'll find that with most first-person shooters when you are using projectors, unless it is a projector that is like targeted towards gamers. I did feel a little bit of that delay when I am trying to aim my weapons. So yeah, this can be kind of hit and miss when it comes to first-person shooters, but if you are playing something like your Nintendo Switch and playing a game like Mario Party, or an RPG or something that's not going to be like super fast moving and requiring you to have the best latency in the world, I think your gaming experience will be fine, especially just with the color reproduction and the fact that this can support up to a 200-inch screen, so you can make this thing really big. But some of the best features about this projector are focused on making sure you get the best image as fast as possible and also as easy as possible, and that includes the ability for this to have intelligent screen alignment. So this means that you don't have to have the projector perfectly centered in front of your projector screen. You can be off-centered and it'll go ahead and adjust that image to fit your screen, which is nice. And also you do get autofocus with this. You can have it constantly doing autofocus, or to only do it when you start at the projector. But of course you can also go in and do manual focus if you want. And you do get AI brightness with this, so adjust the brightness throughout the day depending on your lighting setup. And also this does have auto keystone correction, which is nice, and this helps get that image nice and centered. And also this does have obstacle avoidance, so if you are pointing this at a wall and maybe there's a pole or maybe something in front of it, it would automatically adjust that image, and more than likely it will be a smaller image, but at least it's not going to be obstructed, and you can turn this on and off as you want. And you also have the ability to be able to zoom in and out to make the picture bigger or smaller. And this also has eye protection, just in case your kids or someone like me walks in front of it. It'll go ahead and shut off, so you're not going to be damaging your eyes. And this also has 128 gigabytes of internal storage, so you can load up some movies and save them to the projector if you want. So when you are traveling with this, you already have those movies preloaded. So overall, this is a pretty good projector, and the best thing is that it's not over $2,000, which is pretty impressive for the performance that I'm getting from this. So the regular price of this projector is $15.99, but at the time of this video, they do have a sale going on. It's like coming in at $11.51, so that's not a bad deal, just over $1,000. And then also on Amazon, they also have some discounts as well. So the projector at the normal price is good, but at these discounts is a pretty good deal for the actual picture quality that you get, and also just the execution of the software, and also the picture enhancements that you can do with this as far as being able to autocorrect and stuff. So I've used some projectors that definitely cost more than this, but I was just really happy with the color reproduction at the end of the day. So I'll drop some links down below to this Dangbei Mars Pro 4K projector. Check it out. Also drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about it yourself. But like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.